Hey everyone, it's Ann Bedrick. I'm at my studio. I decided to go live today because there is so much excitement happening for me right now. Not only have I mounted my first show of my new series, which I haven't titled, but they're acrylic paintings and they are a commentary on the emotional experience of today's world, and I'll tell you the titles of each of the paintings as we go around. But I also wanted to tell you that I made a book of my paintings, some of these paintings and some of the more recent cold wax paintings that is available as well. And if you look in my feed, you can see me flipping through it so that you can get kind of a preview of it. But anyway, so let me just show you. I'm so excited about this. All right. So first, when you walk in, there's my book available for sale. It's $24. It includes shipping. And I would love for you to get one. And then this is my new exhibit. These are some little tiny color studies that I did. And they're $250 each. They're mounted so that they float off the wall, which is really beautiful. And I already sold one yesterday, but there are still 7 others available, and they look really great as pairings, or 6 together, or even 7 together, which is what's left. And then this is one that I made early in this series, not at the very beginning, but fairly early in the series. It is called Don't Look Away. And it is about, well, first I journaled on it, and I was just thinking about all of the feelings of the Black Lives Matter movement and how it is my responsibility to engage and be part of that. And so I journaled on it and kind of thought about the feelings that I was feeling, and then painted on top of that as well. And I just love the colors of it, the energy of it. I'll go in a little bit closer for you so you can see some of the great details that are inside of it. So this is Don't Look Away. And then next up is one of my most recent ones. This one is called Wake Me Up When November Comes. You might be sensing sort of a theme here. And it is a piece where I was exploring kind of my feelings of how life is bright and exciting and beautiful, but you have to pay attention to what's happening. And if you don't pay attention to what's happening, it could swallow up all of the bright joy and beauty. And I also just made a video of this, kind of a close-up starting in a room, and it zooms all the way in on this painting to show you all of the great details that are in here. And this one is 30 inches by 40 inches. Most of these are $2,500, so I'm not going to say the price for each one, but this one was also pretty early on in this series, and it is called Leaving the Land of Pretty. And in this piece, I was thinking about how a lot of my earlier work was kind of really beautiful to look at, and that just wasn't as important to me anymore because I was just feeling so many feelings about coronavirus and everything that's happening politically, and I just couldn't make work that was as pretty anymore. I still think these are beautiful pieces. They have a huge emotional impact, but somehow I just didn't want that to be the focus as much. And so this one has kind of that first grittier edge that I was exploring. And this one, let's see, I have to go back a little because it's vertical. This one is called, shoot, I keep forgetting what it's called. It's from the Fix You song, Stuck in Reverse. And I was listening to that song and I just felt like that feeling of being stuck and us going back to a place where I didn't feel so good about what was happening in our country. And I feel like we're stuck going back in time to where people were not treated as well. And I'm hoping that with November, things will change and we will go forward again and become a more humanitarian place. And then the last one up here in the gallery is this big one. And this one is called Blowing Down the House. And I made this one right at the beginning of the Black Lives Matter protests, and kind of an expression of like, yes, let's change things up here. So anyway, so that's what's in the gallery. And then I'm just going to walk you back to the studio. Here's some of Joe's beautiful work as well. His work is such beautiful textures, and you really, when you get up close to them, they just totally come alive. But anyway, back here in the gallery, which is mostly empty right now because I just mounted all of that, you can see this huge piece right there that I made. And that one, like the Blowing Down the House in the front, is not stretched at this point, but if you buy it, I will stretch it for you, or you can stretch it locally if you're not in the Palm Springs area. And this was actually the second one I made in this acrylic painting series, and it is called Coming to Terms with the Messy Truth. And again, it's more about just thinking about what's going on in our world and how things hopefully can change. And then the last one in this acrylic painting series is back here, and it's actually even a little bit bigger. And this one is, I think, the one I'm the proudest of, but it was a little bit too big to put into the gallery because I'm just going to lower the camera a little because it's so big. So I just left it on the wall back here for now. And it is called No More Supposed To. And in this piece, I was really thinking about how we're raised, or my generation was raised to sort of be a certain way and kind of make ourselves smaller so other people could be bigger. And this one is about taking up the space that we need to take. So let me flip you guys around again so I could see you. I am so glad that you joined me. And now I have to go up again because I'm not that short, so give me a spare sec. Okay, so anyway, I'm so glad that you joined me to look around the gallery and see some of my brand new work. And I have my new book, which is 28 pages of images of some of the acrylic works and some of the more recent cold wax works, available for $24 with shipping included. And that's kind of an easy way for you to have a little piece of me and my work if you don't want to invest in a beautiful painting, then at least you can have a little taste of me. Anyway, so it's a big exciting week, and thanks for stopping by. Take care.